In its resolve to show unflinching tenacity and unalloyed leadership in the West African sub-region, Africa's most populous country, Nigeria, has reassured members of the Diplomatic Corp of its commitment to the restoration of democracy in Niger and other Ecowas countries bedeviled by military system of government. Speaking during a meeting with the diplomatic community in Nigeria's capital, Abuja, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Adamu Ibrahim Lamowa stressed that the worst form of democracy is better than military dictatorship as he lauded the condemnation of the coup in Niger by the international community while encouraging the well-meaning countries to remain steadfast in their collective actions against the Nigerian military junta.
The steps so far taken by Ecowas authority demonstrate the reality in the region that the worst form of democracy is still better than the best military dictatorship. Likewise, the condemnation of the coup in Niger by the international community is a welcome development. The swift reaction by the international community is a huge testimony to the preference for democracy and constitutional rule to any form of governance. Consequently, Nigeria and indeed ECOWAS calls upon the international community to remain resolute on that stance and continue to show solidarity with ECOWAS for affirming the superiority of democratic and constitutional rule over dictatorship.
The Permanent Secretary, in the same vein, expressed concern with the dire situation in Niger as citizens of the country endure actions of an authoritarian regime which knows little about diplomatic and democratic engagement, thus creating an atmosphere of intimidation and hopelessness for the Nigerian people.
The developments in Niger, like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Guinea, have raised serious concerns about regional stability and democratic principles in West Africa. As such, the success of the coup in Niger will significantly dampen ECOWAS's reputation, especially if the country joins the ranks of others that are governed by unconstitutional leaders, as mentioned by Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea. Our immediate concern remains for the people of Niger, who deserve peace, security, and the right to choose their leaders through transparent and fair elections. We call upon the perpetrators of this coup to step back, respect the rule of law, and engage in peaceful dialogue to resolve whatever grievances they may have.
While stating that Nigeria, alongside the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, prefer negotiations and dialogue to military action, Ambassador Ibrahim Lamowa unequivocally stated that the safety of President Mohamed Bazoum and his family must not be handled with kid gloves, as he clarified the position of ECOWAS on Bazoum's purported resignation.
As has been demonstrated through President Tinubu's entreaties since the time of the coup, the Nigerian government stands ready to support any mediation efforts aimed at restoring democracy and stability in the Niger Republic as well as other member states. However, the region has the responsibility to ensure that the life of President Bazoum, his family members, and other political leaders detained along are safe. The region holds that he remains the legitimate elected president and head of state of the Republic of Niger, recognized by ECOWAS, the African Union, and the international community, and therefore rejects any form of resignation that may purportedly would have come from him, perhaps under duress.
With the deadline for a possible military intervention issued by ECOWAS elapsing on Sunday, 6th August, it remains to be seen what the next line of action would be from allied West African states, including Nigeria, against Niger that seems not to be bereft of support from Mali and Burkina Faso. In Abuja, Nigeria's capital, Abiodun Mohammed, Top Accolade News.